Good evening, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Technically Shavua Tov, but we're going to do the blessings, the Havdalah blessings before we get there. Sorry, Joe. Move this up half an inch. Just so you know. All right. I invited my our old cantor used to say that there's no in-laws, there's only in-loves. And she's in my phone as Sister Sarah. This is Jenny's sister and my sister Sarah Kapolowski. She's going to show us what you can really learn at Azrui by helping us with our Havdalah rituals. So as the sun goes down and we look up in the sky and we see 3 stars shining in the sky, we are reminded that Shabbat has come to an end, and we mark the end of Shabbat with a Havdalah ritual. Havdalah means separation, and we separate between the Chodesh, the holy, and the Chol, the ordinary. I played a lot of guitar back in Connecticut, and so I got really used to playing in front of people, but I don't know if I've really ever played in front of Rabbi Black before. Very intimidating. All right. So you have to join with me is really what I'm getting at. Borei minei v'samim. Borei minei v'samim. Borei minei v'samim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei me'orei ha'esh. Borei me'orei ha'esh. Dai 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 dai. Da 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 da. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol. Hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol. Hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Turn to each other, say Shavua Tov, which means have a good week. Introduce yourselves if you don't know who you're sitting next to. You all do. I am thrilled to welcome back to Sukkat Shalom Rabbi Joe Black. Rabbi Joe Black has been here several times before to bless our community with his music and his wisdom, with his words and song. Rabbi Black and I got to know each other quite well, as you heard Jenny talk about, when I began my tenure as a rabbi in Denver in 2012. I was assistant and then associate rabbi at Temple Emmanuel, and it was really wonderful to learn and to grow from Rabbi Black, which seems like a very long time ago, unfortunately. Rabbi Black is an Evanston native, grew up at Beth Emet, and has been a part of the Jewish music scene here in Chicago for many years, especially at the Jewish it's no longer just the Jewish festival. If you haven't been, you should definitely check it out. I think Andrea and Mick are going to chair it or have chaired it. Participated heavily in the production and on the committee. But you know what happens when you put Andrea on a committee is eventually she finds Kathy and they form this committee to find people. Anyway, without further ado, Rabbi Black.
Shavua Tov. You know, we didn't quite finish Havdalah because we have to sing about Elijah the prophet, Eliyahu Hanavi. So tonight I'm going to sing a lot of newer music and some stuff that may be familiar to some of you or not. This is a song, a version of Eliyahu Hanavi. It's on my new album, well, it was new a year ago, called Praying with Our Feet. It has the traditional words, Elijah the prophet, Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah Tishabite, Bimhera v'yameinu, may he come speedily in our days. Mashiach ben David, with the Messiah, the son of David. But there are other words too, from Rabbi Leila Gal Brenner, who wrote about Miriam HaNivi'ah, Miriam the prophetess, who will dance for us and bring tikkun olam. It goes like this. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu HaTishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu HaGiladi. Bimhera v'yameinu, Yavo Eleinu, Im Mashiach ben David, O Im Mashiach ben David, O Miriam HaNevi'ah, Oz v'zimra biyada, Miriam tirkod itanu, Lehadi zimrat olam. Miriam tirkod itanu letaken et ha'olam bimhera biyamenu iktivihenu et ha'olam. Oh, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Mashiach ben David. Thank you. Shavua Tov, everybody. So it is wonderful to be here tonight. It is great to be here with my dear friends, Brian, Rabbi Brian Immerman, and Jenny. You are truly fortunate to have him as your rabbi. I already told you that last night, but I'm going to say it again because Brian is truly a remarkable man. And when I saw Andrea at the last folk festival, and I knew she came up to me and says, "What do you know about this Brian Immerman guy?" And I said, "Oh, how much time do you have?" And I said, "He's going to be your rabbi." I just knew it. It was such a good fit because this is such a great congregation. He's such a great rabbi. So it's wonderful to be here. I'm going to do, how many of you have ever seen me in performance before? I'm curious. A couple of you? Good. All right, great. So this is a song I wrote many, many years ago when I first moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico. The song is called Leave a Little Bit Undone. And it's a song about synchronicity. It's a song about things that are similar in different cultures. In New Mexico, there are many different communities. There's the Native American community, the Hispanic community, and the Anglo community. And when I moved there 28 years ago, wow, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's quite a shock. And I was hoping for all this cross-cultural interaction. It didn't happen. Everybody kind of stays to themselves. But when you dig a little deeper, you can see that there are things that are similar in every culture. For example, if you've ever seen a Navajo blanket, you'll know that oftentimes woven into the fabric is a line that's deliberately placed off-center, out of place. Because it can't be perfect. Only God can make something perfect, which is a very Jewish idea. And that's what this song is all about. It goes like this. That's what that was. You weren't hearing my guitar. It was like this. In the pueblos of northern New Mexico, the artists show their wear. Sitting on their blankets with their baskets and their bows on display in the pure desert air. Look very closely, you will see a tiny flaw in their perfect symmetry. Nothing that we do is ever finished. We are all diminished by our own mortality. So whatever you do, leave a little bit undone. Don't think that you're the only one to bear the heavy load. Wherever you go, never journey to the end. There's always another bend further down the road. Further down the road. And in Machane Yehuda in Jerusalem, every vendor's stall Look very closely, you can see it there up high on the eastern wall. Painter left a spot of their plaster, as if to say, I am not the master, I cannot complete this task until my feet lie firm on holy ground. So whatever you do, leave a little bit undone. Don't think that you're the only one to bear the heavy load. Wherever you go, turn it to the end. There's always another bend further down the road. Further down the road. מחדש בכל יום תמיד מעשה בראשית. מחדש בכל יום תמיד מעשה בראשית. And the world begins anew each day with the rising sun. And nothing's ever finished, nothing's ever done. So whatever you do, undone. Don't think that you're the only one to bear the heavy load. Wherever you go, never journey to the end. There's always another bend further down the road. Always another bend. Leave a little bit undone. Leave a little bit undone. Leave a little bit undone. Leave a little bit. Thank you. So this next song is it's on my new album. My new secular. I have two albums that came out a year ago. One of them is called Praying with Our Feet, which is a Jewish-themed album, and the other one is a secular album. I've been writing music for a long time, and I've been working on the songwriting craft a lot, trying to. And this is a true story. And it's a story about something that happened to me. I'll just sing it to you. When she called, her voice was quivering. I could hear it through the tears. She said, please come. There's this thing I gotta do. She sat amidst his memories, acquired through 50 years, then said, this old guitar now belongs to you. A 68 Martin, 0018, a work of art, mahogany and spruce. Each scratch and ding a memory of the places that it's been, and a lifetime filled with sorrow and abuse. Lying still and silent in a 5-ply wooden case, waiting to be polished up and played. Old strings wound tight with tension from treble down to bass, handmade leather strap all worn and frayed. She said, my son, he lived a life of hurt. He never found his peace. Only music could soothe his soul. Take it now and sing his songs. Let joy and love increase. Bring back the only thing that ever made him whole. And Larry's guitar sounds just like a freight train, just about to fall off of the track. Each time I play it, I can feel the pain of a young man who's never coming back, never coming back. I left a house with Larry's beat up Martin. Took it home, strummed a chord of G. The notes were ringing deep inside my heart, and then I heard a voice calling out to me. He said, play my songs real loud so people hear them. Just don't stand too close to the abyss. The demons, yeah, they're real, but don't you fear them. What starts out as a bite can sometimes turn into a kiss. And Larry's guitar sounds just like a freight train, just about to fall off of the track. And each time I play it, I can feel the pain of a young man who's never coming back, never coming back. Sometimes I'll sing a song, think of Larry. Other times his memory's misplaced. Sometimes the burden's just too hard to carry, but his legacy of pain must be replaced. He said, play my songs real loud so people hear them. Just don't stand too close to the abyss. Demons, yeah, they're real, but don't you fear them. What starts out as a bite can sometimes turn into a kiss. And Larry's guitar sounds just like a freight train, just about to fall off of the track. Each time I play it, I can feel the pain of a young man who's never coming back, never coming back. Lying still and silent in a 5-ply wooden case, waiting to be polished up and played. Thank you. That has too many bells and whistles on it, and I don't know how the darn thing. There it goes. Okay, this just came off. This looks like a medieval torture instrument of some sort. Okay, so this next one is also a true story. It's actually 3 stories, and it has a sing-along chorus. And when it comes around, I want you to sing. I'll help you with the words. We're entering election season again. when faith is often bandied about as a weapon or a flag that people wave. The song is called Duomo. If you stand in the center of the Duomo of Perugia, cast your eyes up soaring towards the heights. Massive wooden beams that support the dazzling ceiling hide a secret that is hidden from our sight. Some common unknown laborer in awe of his creator carved an offering of praise to God above, pointing skyward towards the heavens like a prayer that ascends with humility, passion and love. Your part goes like this. 'Cause faith is not a flag you can wave. Faith is not a soul you can save. When our earthly days are done and we face the setting sun, we give thanks not for what we had, but what we gained. Oh, faith is not a flag you can wave. That'll come around a few times. That first story, this has 3 stories in it, was about a cathedral in a town called Perugia. Who knows what Perugia is famous for in Italy? Chocolate. The Baci Perugina chocolates. And it's shaped like a Duomo, like a cathedral. Supposedly there was an earthquake in Perugia about, maybe 30 years ago. And there was a crack in the dome of this beautiful Duomo, this beautiful cathedral. So the workmen went up to find it, to fix it. And while they were up there, they looked down and they saw something they'd never seen before. You see, the original artisans who built that beautiful cathedral had carved these incredible carvings. But they pointed up where only God could see them. I love that. Here's another story. There's a woman that I know who never likes to show the fact she's struggling with each breath she takes. But her days are filled with meaning as she stares up at the ceiling and longs to find a way to ease her haze. But no matter how her body lets her down, no matter the threshold of her pain, she finds a way to give to those around her. Oh, she's giving back. Each day she wakes again. Faith is not a flag, 'cause faith is not a flag you can wave, not a soul you can save. Faith is not a soul you can save. When our earthly days are done and we face the setting sun, we give thanks not for what we had, but what we gave. Oh, faith is not a flag you can wave. Oh, yes, each day we build our masterpiece, the visions of our dream. Oh, the answer to our own caprice is never what it seems. It's carved above the beams. Paul Martin on the bass, everybody. And standing in the center of an overcrowded classroom in a part of town that knows no other way, he opens doors of learning in the minds of his students, and he helps them find the proper words to say. And he knows the odds against him and that no one will defend him, but he never will give in to his despair. He believes in what he's doing and the souls he is grooming like a sculptor, carving high up in the air. Faith is not a flag. Faith is not a flag you can wave. Not a soul. Faith is not a soul you can save. When our earthly days are done and we face the setting sun, we give thanks not for what we had, but what we gained. For faith is not a flag you can wave. Sing it with me now. Faith is not a flag. Faith is not a flag you can wave. Not a soul. Faith is not a soul you can save. When our earthly days are done and we face the setting sun, we give thanks not for what we had, but what we gave. Oh, faith is not a flag you can wave. Faith is not a flag you can wave. Faith is not a flag you can wave. Thank you. This is a brand new song. I haven't performed this actually in public yet. So you are guinea pigs. You're very attractive guinea pigs, but you are guinea pigs. Actually, need the words for this one. Went to see you just the other day. Wanted you to know that we're gonna be okay. The kids are doing fine. They're more like you all the time. So much more I need to say. Baby Lily has your temper and your smile. She's a rootless flower growing wild. When she laughs, I see her eyes. I see her passion in her cries. I wish that you could hold her for a while. Some days I feel your hand upon my shoulder. I hear you when I sing your favorite song. You don't change, but I keep growing older. You may have left us, but you never will be gone. You may have left us, but you never will be gone. Annabelle started second grade. Spirited and stubborn, a joyful renegade. When sometimes she wears your clothes. When she strikes your favorite pose, I think now, look at these two miracles we made. The days are short, the nights are an abyss. When I'm busy, there's no time to reminisce. The kids are tucked in bed, you climb up in my head. Ache to taste the sweetness of your kiss. Sometimes I feel your hands upon my shoulder. I hear you when I sing your favorite song. You don't change, but I keep growing older. You may have left us, but you never will be gone. You may have left us, but you never will be gone. And in the morning when I wake up with the sun, there are times I think that you're the lucky one. For although your pain is gone, I'm left to carry on. Finish all the things we've left undone. Some days I feel your hand upon my shoulder. Hear you when I sing your favorite song. You don't change, but I keep growing older. You may have left us, but you never will be gone. You may have left us, but you never will be gone. Thank you. That is not a story based on anything that happened to me, but sort of a composite. Okay, let's go back to Jewish stuff. There is an Aramaic piyut, a song that is sung on Friday nights in many homes, and the words are Yaribon Alam ve'almaya. God Almighty on high, you are greater than all. You've created the world. You created all things. We can do nothing but glorify you. So I love this this text, and I thought, what rhythm would you call this? Would you call this like a mambo? Yeah, I think like a mambo was a good way to. So we should have a mambo yaribon. So that's what I wrote. It goes like this. Yaribon Allah ve'almaya antu malka melech malchaya yaribon Allah ve'almaya antu malka melech malchaya ovad gevurte ve'timchaya shefar kodama ole achavaya yaribon Allah ve'almaya antu malka melech malchaya yaribon Allah ve'almaya antu malka melech malchaya שבחים השדה ספרה ורמשה לחלה קדישה דברה כל נפשה יא ריבון עולם ועלמיה אנטו מלכה מלך מלכיה Ribon Alam ve'almaya Antu Malka Melech Malchaya Ribon Alam ve'almaya Antu Malka Melech Malchaya Ya Ribon Alam ve'almaya Antu Malka Melech Malchaya Antu Malka Melech Malchaya Antu Malka Melech Malchaya. Thank you. A few years ago, I wrote a book of limericks for every Torah portion. Why, you ask, did I write a book of limericks for every Torah portion? I don't know. Anybody here like to write limericks? You know, okay, all right. So the thing about writing limericks is once you start, it's hard to stop. And but this is when I was in Albuquerque. My cantor dared me to write a limerick for every Torah portion, so I did. And it came out as this book. There once was a man from Canaan, the 5 books of limerick. I'm going to share a couple of them. They make great Hanukkah presents, by the way. I'm going to... here's Breshit, Genesis. Just take a bite, said the snake. Who cares if a rule you might break? The fruit that you'll eat is so juicy and sweet. Think of the pies you could bake. I like that. I'll keep going. No, this is not good. Okay, here's the beginning of the Joseph story. To his brothers, Joseph said, I've decided no more to connive. You thought, this is the end of the Joseph story. You thought me deceased, now my fortunes increased. I am Joseph. Is Jacob alive? Is that one? Let's see. One more. People always ask me what I did for Tazria Mitzora, which is the one about leprosy. So hold on. I'll do that one and then I'll stop. I'll take you out of your misery here. Here we go. All right. So Tazria is all about leprosy. If your skin is scaly and sore and oozing with grossness and gore, you'll be labeled unclean till the priest intervenes and dunks you in water that's pure. And then the last one, Mitzora, which is connected to Tazria, is all about diseases of the sexual organs and things like that. It's great for bar mitzvah students. I love doing this one. When studying Parshat Mitzora, you learn to never ignore a peculiar emission or painful condition that's explained in detail in the Torah. Okay, I'll stop. Thank you. Thank you. This next one is, this is a true story. Have you ever had something to sort of emerge to you fully formed that you've created? Just it came out of, rarely it happens, but every now and then it does. A song will just be given to me as a gift. This is one of those songs. And it tells a story. This really happened. I was driving, this was in New Mexico. I was driving on the way to a retreat for my congregation. And as I was driving, I saw something on the side of the road. It was one of those roadside shrines. I don't know if you have them so much here in Illinois, but in New Mexico, they're everywhere. And some of them are very elaborate. And this was a roadside shrine, but it had like solar panel lights, and it was very elaborate. And I pulled off, and I went to look at it, and this song literally came to me practically fully formed. It's called Roadside Shrine. Plastic flowers faded by the sun, on display at the side of the road, bearing witness to mile marker 351, northern New Mexico. The kind of bouquet that a bride might carry, a laminated picture of the Virgin Mary, Guadalupe. Come and show me a sign. Kneel down in the prairie grass with the tire marks and the broken glass. Here by this roadside shrine. Through my windshield I caught the sight in the midst of the afternoon glare. Noonday sun like a neon light drew me in to see what was there. Like stumbling on a photograph or sharing in a secret laugh, I'm peeking through another family's blind. Pain and loss that's captured here, the longing and the love, the fear. At this roadside shrine. What were the last words you said? Who did you leave behind? And who your bed, waiting for a song or a sign. Did you mean to call me here by the side of the road? And the flies, oh, they buzz in my ear, bearing secrets never been told. A pilgrim rising, I slowly retreat, never taking my eyes from that place. Rhythm of the road never misses a beat as the tears they fall down my face. Chance encounter with a total stranger, new awareness of the constant danger we take in our hands all the time. As though bequeathed with a sacred task, epitaph and aftermath of this roadside shrine. This roadside shrine. This roadside shrine. This roadside shrine. Thank you. So, as we talked about last night, 2 days ago was November 9th, Kristallnacht, the night of the broken glass. Our mother, my sister Nina, is here. Over there. And many of you knew my mother, Sophie Black, from Beth Emmet. And this is a song I wrote in tribute to her. It's called The Salty Taste of Tears. She was a refugee with glass in her shoes, 12 years old, scared and confused, peeking through the curtains at American Jews who never walked in fear. The dread that lived within her bones was birthed on ancient cobblestones, repossessed abandoned homes, salty taste of tears. Dreams that kept her up at night were vague and undefined. Boulevards where yellow stars march lockstep in straight line. Consonants and syllables she had left behind. Smoke that never cleared. The salty taste of tears. Told to do, she minded all her P's and Q's, as if compliance could undo the past 2,000 years. She cataloged, turned the pages, a lifetime lived in different stages, learning lessons of the ages and the salty taste of tears. Dreams that kept her up at night were vague and undefined. Boulevards where yellow stars march lockstep in straight line. Consonants and syllables had left behind, smoke that never cleared, the salty taste of tears. She lived with dread as if someday the fragile peace might go away. She knew God's grace just couldn't stay, it always disappeared. All this time I've tried to see, understand her legacy. She is now bequeathed to me with the salty taste of tears. She was a refugee with glass in her shoes, 12 years old, scared and confused, peeking through the curtains at American Jews who never walked in fear. Thank you. Okay, let's change the mood here a little bit. I always wanted to write a cry in your beer country song, so I did. People always ask me, how can you write songs about things you've never experienced yourself? It's actually a lot easier because you don't have to put yourself in that last song that I sang. I couldn't sing it in public for probably 3 years because it was too hard. Sorry, Nina. So this is, I have no trouble singing this song at all. It's called Invisible Man. Alone at a table, the end of the night, thinking about the places I've been. Faded denim jacket that's a little too tight, the buttons strained to hold it all in. An old song is playing for a moment, I forgot it was new when I first heard it sung. In your old man's car, worn out cassette, and we were both very young. Waved my hand to catch that waitress's eye. God knows I need a drink. She can't see me, she doesn't even try. Gives me more time to think. The jukebox is a time machine, takes me where I don't want to go. Love didn't run, there was no big scene. You just walked out real slow. I close my eyes, takes me back. Got the keys to that old Pontiac. Half a tank of gas, feeling the wind, holding her hand. Sitting close, the smell of her hair. Open my eyes, she isn't there. All I got are memories, an invisible man. Throw down some change, walk out in the dark. Nobody noticed I'm gone. Drive for a while, pull over and park. Remember the words to that song. Once again, without warning, the tears start to flow. Took away all of the pain. Sorry, say that again. Once again, without warning, the tears start to flow. Back all of the pain, stuck in the past, it won't go till that chorus comes around again. Close my eyes, takes me back. Got the keys to that old Pontiac. Half a tank of gas, feeling the wind, holding her hand. Sitting close, the smell of her hair. Open my eyes, she isn't there. All I got a memory, an invisible man. When the love started fading away, there was nothing left to say. Crumbled like the rust on the fender of my daddy's sedan. Burning tears that ran down my face over the years, completely erased. Everything but memories, and now I'm an invisible man. Me back, got the keys to that old Pontiac, half a tank of gas, feeling the wind, holding her hand, sitting close, the smell of her hair, open my eyes, she isn't there. All I got a memory, an invisible man. Was it part of the plan? An invisible man. Thank you. All right. I'm not sure that harmonic is worth it. It sort of gets in the way too much, but okay. What the world needs is a new melody for Adon Olam. Just one more. So, you know, there's that answer, just one more, is the answer to the question, how many guitars does a guitar player need? Just one more. That's right, exactly right. So. Adon Olam asher malach בטרם כל יציר נברא להתנסה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא להתנסה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא והוא אחד ואין שני להמשילו להחדירה ומראשית בלי תכלית ולא העוז והמשרה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא להתנסה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצור חבלי בעת צרה והוא ניסי ומטוס לי ונת כוסי ביום אקרא בידו אף כדרוכי והייתי שן ואמירה ועם רוחי גבייתי אדוני לי ולא אירא אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא להתנסה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם אדון עולם, אדון עולם, Thank you. All right. I'm going to do a different tune here. Okay. This is a song I wrote a few years ago. When my sister and I were growing up, we never celebrated February 14th, Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is not a Jewish holiday. And I never really celebrated Valentine's Day until I met my lovely wife, Sue, when I had no choice. But no, it was, I love Valentine's Day now. And we do celebrate it, but one year I was actually traveling. I was doing some concerts. I think I was in Detroit. And I was out of town, and I did not buy her a gift or flowers or anything. So instead, I wrote her a song. And the song is called Valentine's Day is not a Jewish holiday. That's why I didn't buy you flowers. And it goes like this. We did not rehearse this. Valentine's Day is not a Jewish holiday. That's why I didn't buy you flowers. I was thinking just of you. I know you're proud to be a Jew. It's a most confusing 24-hour. Modulate down to the A minor. No, I can't be what I ain't. And a day named for a saint doesn't seem to be a kosher celebration. Oh, but when Purim comes, we'll nosh on special heart-shaped Tomentashen and drink Moga David wine for our libation. It's a Hallmark holiday, that's all that I can say. I don't know why you think it's so essential. Besides, at $80 a pop, a dozen roses ain't so hot. What's the point of getting oh so sentimental? No, I didn't buy Godivas, 'cause the increase in your dress sizes, hold on, wait. From eating chocolate makes you weep and makes you wail. So open up the bedroom door, don't make me sleep here on the floor. I'll buy perfume for you next week when it's on sale. That's that one. Thank you. Well done. Yeah. By the way, on the drums, Noah Plotkin. On the bass, an amazing bass player. No, I will not say it. Mr. Paul Martin, a wonderful bass player. We saw him last night and met him. It's great. Wrote a song about my mother, and this is a song about my dad. Yesterday, actually, today was his 13th year at site, Nina? 12th? But the English date is you don't know the English date, I know, but it was his year at site, but this is the English date. So I wrote this song about my dad. There's actually a story that goes with this song. Our father died of Alzheimer's after a very long time, and it was very difficult. The last time I saw him was it was probably 12 years ago. It was 12 years ago. It was 13 years ago. Just before he died, it was the last time I saw him was the 4th of July, Independence Day, and I went to the nursing home that he was staying at, and I brought my guitar, and I played every patriotic song I knew. No response. Some of you knew my dad. You know that he was very involved in the synagogue. He was very learned. So I played every song from the Haggadah. Nothing. Every song from the service. For 45 minutes. I played very hard. I got no response, and it was clear he didn't know. And it was very sad. And I was putting away my guitar, and my mother walked into the room, and he turned to her and he said, "How much did you pay this guy?" Which was really painful and really funny. the same time. Song I wrote for my dad. My father has hazel eyes. I'd like to think when he was younger he could see a world of wonder with an emerald sheen in between the promise and the lie. My father's skin is smooth, easily bruised, stares into a distant, seeing not seeing, being not being, anxious and confused. And as I sit with him today, living in the past, there's things I need to say and questions I can't ask. As I gaze at my reflection, rehearsing my goodbyes, I long for the perfection of my father's hazel eyes. My father always singing, telling us that he was there, with ancient rhythms mingling in our home and in the air. His hopes lay in his offspring. His dreams were locked up tight. Every day an offering, whistling praises in the night. My father's voice is gone now, as he closes his tired eyes like a winter's lawn now. No chords to harmonize. Storm-tossed ship, a hand that's lost its grip on the world that spins around him and the loved ones that surround him that he doesn't recognize. As I sit with him today, living in the past, there's things I need to say, questions I can't ask. As I gaze at my reflection, rehearsing my goodbyes, I long for the perfection of my father's hazel eyes. My son has hazel eyes. He sees with intuition, clarity of vision, searching hard for things that matter, neath the riffraff and the chatter. Greenish hues of spring and the songs he loves to sing. Every day a new surprise. And as I sit with him today, living in the past, there's things I need to say, questions I can't ask. As I gaze at my reflection, rehearsing my goodbyes, I long for the perfection of my father's hazel eyes. My father's hazel eyes. My father's hazel eyes. Thank you. You guys doing okay? All right, good. All right, I want to make sure. I have to tell you, this is a real treat for me. I don't get many opportunities to perform, so thank you, Brian, for inviting me. Okay. This is a song that I've sung way too many times. Too many people feeling aimless. Too many hanging up the phone. You know that no one here is blameless. Don't make them face their fears alone. It's not our duty to constrain them. It's not our way to curb their fun. The gilded cage we built contains them. Give them all guns. Give them all guns. There's not enough here who are willing. Not enough blood on our screen. We got a chance to make a killing. Bring out the newest fun machine. Too many children are contented, and there's a war that must be won, with fear and hopelessness cemented. Give them all guns. Give them all guns. March forward, no retreating. There can be no compromise. Hear the drums that we are beating. Taste the logic of our lives. No time for any contemplation. There's too much money to be made. Bullets, steel, and desecration. Pull the trigger, fear the blade. Headlights scream out their frustration. Another damaged mother's son. Yesterday's hopes of liberation. Give them all guns. Give them all guns. Feel the drums that we are beating. Taste the logic of our life. Too many people feeling aimless. Too many hanging up the phone. You know that no one here is blameless. Don't make them face their fears alone. Headlights scream out their frustration. Another damaged mother's son. Yesterday's anger must be rationed. Give them all guns. Give them all guns. Give them all guns. Give them all. Unfortunately, Colorado, which is an amazing place to live, also has had too many mass shootings. Too many. All right. I'll do just a few more here. First of all, again, I want to thank you, Brian and Jenny. The Gordons, thank you so much, Patty and Sam, for inviting us here. It's really a wonderful congregation. As I don't need to tell you, you have a wonderful rabbi. And I just feel very, very warm and welcome here. And Brian, you're very lucky. It's a great place. So here's another country tune. Thank you. By the way, I do have CDs and books and all kinds of stuff for sale. We schlepped them here. We don't want to take them home, so please. Great Hanukkah presents. Once again, let's hear it for this wonderful band. Noah Plotkin on the drums. Paul Martin on the bass. I am going to be playing a concert tomorrow night. It was supposed to be a relatively small one, but it actually has grown a bit. It's going to be at Congregation Beth Israel. It's a fundraiser, a benefit concert for the Chicago Jewish Folk Festival. And let's hear it for the Chicago Jewish Folk Festival. There's a lot of people here. And also Magen David Adom in Israel. So that'll be I think it's at 7:30 tomorrow night at Congregation Beth Israel. That's the one that used to be a bank on Dempster. Looks like a bank still, but it's a great place. So, all right. So this is. I wanted to write a country song that I thought might pay for my kids' college tuition. Well, I haven't sold it yet. So if you know anybody, this is a song that I wrote several years ago. I was actually visiting a congregation, and I borrowed the cantor's guitar, and I started playing it. And she said, "Wow, my guitar has never sounded that good." And I said, "What? It's at 7, not at 7:30." Thank you, Nina. So she said, "My guitar has never sounded that good." And I said, "That's a great title for a song." So I wrote it. It goes like this. A 1, a 2. Well, it might have been the food we ate, or the fact that we stayed up way too late, or maybe because we laughed more than we should. I don't know and I don't care, but good gosh almighty, baby, I declare since the night I met you, my guitar ain't ever sounded so good. Well, I remember that night at the bar where you came all alone to watch me play guitar. You were dancing like a hammy was burning underneath your hood. Need a truck reference? Well, I was watching you move and I got inspired. I started to groove like my hands were on fire. And since I met you, baby, my guitar ain't ever sounded so good. Oh, my guitar never sounded oh so good. I never thought that I could get these sounds from mere wire and wood. My hands are on fire, I'm a runaway train. I'm picking like lightning, babe, I can't explain. But since I met you, baby, my guitar ain't ever sounded so good. All right. You know, I had my ups, I had my downs, I lost my groove, I stood my ground, I washed dishes, scrubbed floors for my livelihood. But something's changed since you took me in. I'm picking every night with a permanent grin. And since I met you, baby, my guitar ain't never sounded so good. Oh, my guitar never sounded oh so good. Never thought that I could get these sounds from wire and wood or carbon fiber. Well, my hands are on fire, I'm a runaway train. I'm picking like lightning, babe, I can't explain. But since I met you, baby, my guitar ain't never sounded. All right, pick something. So good. I never thought that I could get these sounds from mere wire and wood. My hands are on fire, I'm a runaway striking like lightning, babe, I can't explain. But since I met you, baby, my guitar ain't ever sounded so good. Since the night I met you, baby, my guitar ain't ever sounded so good. Thank you very much, everybody. Noah Plotkin on the drums. Paul Martin on the bass. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you very much. You want to hear one more? All right. All right, we'll do one more. I always think encores are silly, you know, because I was going to do it anyway, whether you say ask for it or not. But. This next tune is the title of my new CD, my new Jewish CD. It's called Praying with Our Feet. And it's a song that I wrote with my colleague, Steve Brodsky, who is our cantoral soloist and music director at Temple Emmanuel in Denver, Colorado. And we submitted it. There was a few years ago, there was a call for new protest songs because we needed them. And, we were singing the same protest songs for the 60s. So I sat down to write and came up with the phrase that Abraham Joshua Heschel used when asked why he was marching with Dr. King on Shabbat morning in Selma. And he said, it was Shabbat, he should have been in synagogue. And he said, when I marched with Dr. King, I was praying with my feet. And that's the title of the song. And actually, I won't play a harmonica, it's too hard. All right, so... Let us gather all together in the cold and in the heat. Make a vow that history's cruel lessons won't repeat. Oh, we will not stand idly by, watch our values die. When we heed the call for justice, we are praying with our feet. Hear our footsteps on the pavement, let them echo in the street. Feel the longings in our hearts growing stronger with each beat. Oh, it's time to take a stand. We're marching hand in hand. When we heed the call for justice, we are praying with our feet. From the California coast to Selma's cruel concrete, from the towers of New York City to the fields of Kansas wheat, wherever people are divided by justice that's one-sided. When voices rise in protest, we are praying with our feet. Hear our footsteps on the pavement, let them echo in the street. Feel the longing in our hearts growing stronger with each beat. Oh, it's time to take a stand. We're marching hands in hand. When our voices rise in protest, we are praying with our feet. The poor, the tired, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The homeless and the helpless, renegades and refugees. Soldiers coming home to their loved ones, oh so sweet. They all march side by side when they're praying with their feet. In the classroom, in the courtroom, the executive suite. Healing of our world awaits, our task is incomplete. Oh, our work we may not finish, but our passion won't diminish. When we work for freedom's promise, we are praying with our feet. Hear our footsteps on the pavement, let them echo in the street. Feel the longing in our hearts growing stronger with each beat. Oh, it's time to take a stand. We're marching hand in hand. when we work for freedom's promise. We are praying with our feet. Hear our footsteps on the pavement, let them echo in the street. Feel a longing in our hearts, growing stronger with each beat. Yes, it's time to take a stand. We're marching hand in hand when we work for freedom's promise. We are praying with our feet, and when our voices rise in protest, we are praying with our feet. And when we hear the call for justice, we are praying with our feet. Thank you very much, very, very, very much. There are CDs for sale, books. If anybody still has CDs, let's do one more song. Let's sing this one together. We sang this last night at services. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Songs by Menachem Creditor. We're a song we need desperately in our world today. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yalala. Yadadai, dai, yadadai, dai. Olam Chesed. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yadadai, dai, yadadai, dai. Olam Chesed. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai. I will build this world with love. I will build this world with love. Lai, lai. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai. You must build this world. You must build this world with love. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai. And if we build this world from love, yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, then God will build this world from love. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai. Just sing lai lai with me, come on. Yadadai, dai, 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 dai. Yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai. Thank you all so much for coming out. See you out there. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Thank you, Rabbi Immerman.
Thank you so much again, Rabbi Black, for coming and joining us in concert and song and really moving, inspiring songs. Please remember, and thank you to everybody who joined on the live stream. Is that what? That there was dessert. Oh, there was dessert, yes. With some gesticulation upward. Just a quick reminder, tomorrow morning we're going to have a really special caffeine for the brain, which is open to everybody, and I hope everybody comes. Eric Fingerhut, who's former Congressman Eric Fingerhut, who's college buddies with Rabbi Black. But most importantly, he's the current president of the Jewish Federations of North America. He's our president, Lisa Fingerhut's brother. He will be joining us for Caffeine for the Brain to talk about many things, but I'm sure Israel and the way that we are responding as a North American community to what's happening in Israel, but also how it's affecting us as well. So please join us tomorrow morning at 10. Services are at 10. there'll be a kid concert at 10:30, and then at 11, it will be the Caffeine for the Brain. So please come for that. And if you're able-bodied or simply want to critique how other people are using their bodies, feel free to head out back to the Sukkat at 9:15 to help take down the Sukkat. 9:15 a.m. It's tomorrow. We have to take it down before Hanukkah. All right. So, Jewish law. I can't debate that. All right. Join us upstairs for some desserts. Again, thank you so much for coming, and thank you, Rabbi Black. And thank you, Jared Picotti, on sound. Yes, Jared, I forgot to thank you. And Scott for running live stream, for those on live stream.